through that he and she are now metalheads. Take a look.
My career has taken me into gun battles, gang-ridden back alleys, and I've learned that danger lurks behind every door. But nothing prepared me for anything quite like this.
Here it comes!
Oh,
the Gray Cat! Home of God! Come into my house!
We're not in Kansas anymore, huh?
Home! By the way, this is the way I always dress. Aren't I adorable? Die!
She calls herself the Great Cat. You can probably tell that she's a heavy metal something or other, and she is. But when you listen closely, you can hear that the type of music she actually plays is classical, what she calls Beethoven on speed.
What I am doing is simply taking classical music, just in case you didn't know, classical music, resurrecting it into the 21st century using metal. I am taking Beethoven and bringing it through the common music of the masses. The classical music of the past is dead. What will this do for the future of this world? It's going to wake people up, stop your drugs, stop your drinking, stop your smoking, get into the 21st century with power, with excitement, with brilliance, and with anger and viciousness. That's totally powerful music. Ooh, I just hit my nose.
You had a troubled childhood, right?
A troubled childhood? Why? What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
Die!
Now here's the really bizarre twist. Kat here not only studied at the Juilliard School, she's a violin virtuoso. Run amok.
Ah! I was born growing up listening to Beethoven 24 hours a day. This is my life. This is my mission to wake everybody up. And you know what the scary thing is? There have been only 3 females in all of history that have done anything to change the world. Joan of Arc, Madame Curie, the Great Cat! That's it!
Geez, talk about eating your Wheaties. After my history lesson, we headed out on Kat's version of a PR tour.
Come on in.
What do the neighbors think with you living next door?
They don't like me. I'm up at 3 in the morning screaming every night. They don't like that very much. Who cares? I don't
You're a
care.
troubled woman.
No, troubled God. Juilliard Orchestra, huh? Yeah, right. Are you aware of the Great Cat? Have you been enlightened to the music of the future? Cat, Beethoven on speed. Why don't you wake up and get into the 21st century with Beethoven on speed? Hello?
You're persistent, aren't you?
That's right. If you don't jam it down their throats, they won't wake up. Wake up, New York!
You know, she's kind of a cross between Sergeant Slaughter, Beethoven, and Morton Downey in tights.
Do you know the Great Cat?
No, we don't.
Then get out of here, idiots!
Besides an album, she says she's been approached to do a soundtrack for an upcoming motion picture and is determined to deliver her brand of Mozartian metal to the masses. And if she does, roll over, Beethoven, in your grave.
That'll wake you up, right? By the way, she says she's toned down her act a bit, as she and Beethoven aren't as young as they once were, she says. Now, if you have a weird story of know of one, please drop me a line. I'll be here for a few weeks. Send it to me, George Ticcarone, care of Good Day, New York, 205 East 67th Street, New York, 10021. And everyone has at least one story in them, as we say.